Hello and welcome to this PAX Arena internship interview. I'm Jaden Wild. I'm the executive producer at LandFest, and we are here today to talk to one of the interns from our PAX Arena internship at PAX East 2026. So today we're here with Kurohitsuki. Welcome, Kurohitsuki. How's it
Hello.
going?
Oh, it's really, really well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to have you here. Do you want to just say hi and introduce yourself to the audience real quick?
Yeah, hello. My name is Kurohitsuki. I have been into gaming for a very, very long time, and I've also been into AV just in general. And this opportunity was honestly just so perfect for me.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we met and we talked, and I was like, yeah, this is a perfect opportunity for you, and I'm glad we got you in there on it. So, talking about it, getting started, how were the vibes? How was it? How was your experience in general terms?
The experience was fantastic. Honestly, one of the best times I've had at like any gaming convention, even though I was working half of it. It was truly just very eye-opening and also just like very confirming too, which was really awesome.
Awesome. I'm so glad that you had a great experience. So, let's talk a little bit about that experience. And the first thing I want to ask is, what was the most challenging part of the training for you?
I would say the most challenging part, I mean, not having enough time to just like be able to talk to every single person back there and just get their expertise on just the entire genre of like AV tech and gaming. There was only so so much limited time, but it was truly everyone back there was so professional and so on point with everything they were doing, and I just wanted to pick the brains on everything.
Yeah, absolutely. There's never enough time, especially when we're doing productions to, stop and talk and ask questions about like exactly why you did something or why something didn't work a certain way or things like that. Because it's all so fast paced. It is a real production. So, if I didn't give the overview of it, so the PAX Arena is a real, actual production of what was it Madden or not Madden Tekken? Was it Tekken again this time? It's been Tekken a couple
2XKO.
times. Oh, this was 2XKO, so we did 2XKO this time around. So it is a high level tournament with professional esports coverage, with world class, production quality, covering this kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on. It's a very big production, and there's not a lot of time to stop and ask questions sometimes. So
No.
absolutely. So the next question I have for you is, what kinds of things did you learn behind the scenes that you didn't know before? So what new things did you learn that you potentially wouldn't have gotten anywhere else?
A lot of the stuff I learned was pretty much like how on the back end everything was very similar to like corporate AV, or also just things that I as a streamer have kind of put together myself. I do a lot. I'm very self-taught in a lot of ways, especially with things like vmix and obs, and then actually seeing all of those things just brought to like a higher level and just done more professionally than I've already done was very just confirming to go, oh wow, I'm kind of on the right path. This is awesome, but this is what it looks like when it's at its highest level. And it was just such a dream to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when there's things that you research and you're interested in your own time, and when you can actually see it in person and full scale, or see other people that do the things that the way you would, when you've kind of came up with it on your own is super affirming to be like, oh, so I did do it right, or like I was correct about that.
Yes, yes,
So
exactly
absolutely,
that.
yeah. Um, what was your most memorable moment throughout the weekend and the internship in general? What was your like best moment?
The best moment was when I was able to get behind the wheel of the giant switchboard using just a huge black magic switchboard was super, super, super cool. And I was able to just like pick up on the shots that we needed, switch at the right time. It started off rocky at first, but just within, I think, the 2 hours I was on it, I was just nailing it, which just felt really, really good. But also just got like I got over the nerves very quickly. At first,
Mhm.
I was scared about making a mistake, but having the having a background in it just got me over that initial hump of just like, oh man, what if I click the wrong button? But once I started clicking the right buttons, then it became about timing, then it became about a little bit more of a cinematic flair to it and everything.
Right,
And just getting to the end of that, knowing, wow, I actually did a pretty good job and I didn't ruin anything.
right.
Whew, ooh, no greater
That's
feeling than
awesome.
that.
Yeah, so that position would be technical director. So usually the person operating the video switcher is technical director, and that is that's an in demand and a very high skilled and well paid position. And when it comes to events and event AV, so that's awesome that you got to do that. And personally, I've used that Blackmagic switcher. It's a 4ME, so it's got 4 switch buses on it. It is a big switcher, and there's a lot of
Huge.
buttons. So depending on on your workload, I mean, I assume you're probably cutting on, like, maybe 1, 2 Emmys tops. You're probably just mostly doing camera cuts. Um,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So, but the camera cuts, I mean, that's bread and butter. I mean, that those
Hmm.
skills not only will take you through esports AV production, those will take you through corporate AV production. Those skills will take
Hmm.
you through concert AV production and things like that, because those are mostly all cameras and maybe a couple of PowerPoints. So, that's super awesome, and that you got to be able to do that. And as you mentioned with nerves, I'll just touch on that as well. It's always a little rocky in the beginning. The nerves are high at the start, and then once you get rolling, you feel how everything's going, and you start getting into the flow. Once you hit that flow state, it's always, I mean, it's so much fun. And then all of a sudden you're done and you're like, man, I wanted to push more buttons. Uh,
Yeah.
right. So awesome. Well, thank you so much. I have one final question for you, and that is, would you recommend your this internship program to other people out there that are interested in broadcasting or AV or esports administration? I believe we do some tournament administration as well, but would you recommend it? And if so, what advice would you have for them?
In a heartbeat, yes. Like without a doubt, like this was truly for me, and I think for many others, this is the perfect opportunity to really see the background of things and understand it is a team of very dedicated and very highly skilled people getting together to put on the productions that you see on the outside, right? It doesn't just stop once you leave, once you stop watching your favorite gameplay on the screen. It goes for the entire weekend long, and you get to meet such amazing people who know exactly what they're doing. And even when they don't, there's always someone else to rely on as well. So I would highly recommend this to every single person who really wants to understand how production works.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad you would recommend it. I don't think we've had anybody that wouldn't recommend it so far. So I think it's a great experience. And for those of you that are out there, if you want to, if you're interested, we do this at PAX East and at PAX West. So in 2026, we still have PAX West coming up in September. So feel free to reach out, and I'll have more info on that in a minute. But thank you so much, Kurohitsuki, for A, participating, and B, for coming and talking with me today.
Thank you so very much for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk to you again soon. I'm gonna do a little wrap up, and we'll talk to you later. All right. So thank you to Kurohitsuki again for talking with us today. And if you are interested in interning with our program, send me an email. You can see my name on screen, Jaden Wild. You can send me an email at jaden.wild@lfest.org, lfest.org, or you can also do landfest.com. Either works. So I'll just do the Landfest. So jaden.wild@landfest.com. Shoot me an email. Just send us an email. Say that you're interested in interning at PAX, and we will look at getting you in there. So awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at PAX.